Okay, so hi guys, welcome back. Also, I realized the last video I posted up, it had like this weird block thing at the end of this area right here. Yes, I know I see myself looking at it. Actually, let me fix my hair real quick because I realized there was a moment. Okay, hair's still wet, so that's a thing. Changed it to my favorite t-shirt. Do you guys see it? It's my favorite t-shirt. It's Doctor Who with all these bunnies. I'm obsessed with bunnies. You guys don't even understand. Okay, moving on. Okay, so I live in New York. I don't know if I mentioned that, but that's where I live. And I work in New York City. I live out of this city in another borough. You don't need to know where. So the fun thing about living in the city, or at least working in the city, I don't live in the city. This kind of space would not exist in the city for the amount of money I can pay. I can barely afford this. So working in the city, something interesting happens. I also have, mind you, I have over 300 jobs. No, not 300. 3 dozen different jobs on my resume in the past 8 years I've been working. You run into people. Now, because you run into people, sometimes very notable people, it becomes a very cool experience at first, but you get very, very jaded very, very fast, especially when you see those people all the time and you see movies. It doesn't, it didn't click. And also, I was the kind of person who either didn't care or get super obsessed. Now, see, the thing is, something has to be pretty extraordinary, at least to me, for me to obsess over it. So, let me make some examples. I've seen Anna Kendrick. I was part of an after party cater thing, and I saw her. She's pretty short. Besides the point, I didn't freak out. Tom Hanks, I think I was feeding off more the fact my coworkers freaking out rather so than me. I met the woman who plays Grace from Will and Grace, Leonardo DiCaprio, things like that. So I'm very jaded. I even met Poppy Montgomery. That was super amazing. She would help me lose so much weight. It was amazing. I'll post a picture of us together right here. I know, I was in my uniform. Forgive me. But the people I do get to meet that mean something to me, it's a very special thing, especially since they're a very particular group of people who I know very rarely come to New York. So for the chances of me meeting them are very, very slim. I've been this close to meeting Stephen Amell 50 billion times, and it's killing me right now. So let's make an example. New York Comic Con. I wanted to see a lot of the cosplayers. I got to see Yaya Han. I got to see Meg Turney. Great. I didn't get to see Jessica Negri, and I was kind of bummed about it. And my friends got to see her, go to the after parties with her. Awesome. I didn't. If you don't know anything about Comic-Con, at least the New York one, it's from Thursday into Sunday. So I went back to work on Monday, and I remember specifically because we closed down the area where we serve guests around 6 o'clock. Because we closed the store at 7, we're supposed to be cleaning up. A group of people came in from the Nintendo store because I was working at Rockefeller Center, and they had a huge Nintendo store. So in walks a bunch of people, whatever. I took their orders, I served them. They sat down, and it's no big deal. Another coworker of mine took care of it, whatever. And then corner of my eye, I see gray hair. It's like, okay. It's Jessica fucking Negri. I lost it. I looked at my coworker, was like, stop. You don't continue with this. I took over. I had to talk with my boss. They paid. I went, oh, I mean, just her coffee was paid by me, by the way. I took care of that. I was so excited. I'll show you a picture of me, right, with her and Monica Lee. It was awesome. But before that, when I first started the job, it was about 3 weeks in. I got to meet this. Okay, so first off, if you haven't realized by my shirt, I'm a fan of Doctor Who. And anybody on Doctor Who, even for an episode, is super special. One of my favorite episodes, if not my favorite episode, no, it's definitely not my favorite episode. My favorite episode was the Pompadour one. But one of my favorite episodes is the one about Vincent Van Gogh. And Vincent Van Gogh was played by a man named Tony Curran. He's also played Lucian from Enduro. I was helping a customer and he walks in. Mind you, I didn't register something because this thing's kind of happen. It didn't register. About 30 seconds in, I lose it. I stopped helping my customer and I started tearing up. I literally abandoned my customer and asked him if he'd mind taking a picture with me and Tony. It's like world stopped, nothing mattered to me. My boss already knew I was freaking out because I told him there's only a few handful of reasons I would freak out for, and he assumed it had to be one of those reasons. He was just hoping I didn't make too much of a scene. So I went up to this man. I was like, "You're an actor?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "You're Vincent Van Gogh." And then we had this lovely moment. He took a picture with me. I was, oh my god, Doctor Who people don't come to New York. It's very, very rare. Like, they barely come for Comic-Con. And the fact that they were filming in Central Park at one time and I missed it was like heartbreaking to me. But meeting Vincent Van Gogh, or at least Tony, the guy who played Vincent Van Gogh in the most emotional episode I've ever seen, it was amazing to me. But this is not the video about all the people I've met before. This is specifically about something that happened. I mean, it is kind of like about all of them because the chances of meeting people in New York are amazing. People come here all the time. And so recently I've hit a bit of a financial snag. It's kind of a personal thing and I'm trying to figure it all out. And I was having a really bad day. I went to my internship. My job didn't give me the day off so that I can fulfill my internship duties. So there was like this overlap time because it ended at 2, that started at 2, so whatever. I was on my way to work, and as I was crossing a street a few blocks away from my work, I see someone a little cross-eyed, and they had really, really pretty eyes, but they looked super familiar to me. And out from behind her is this Asian girl with short bobbed hair, and that's when I literally was about to cry in the street. It was just not even funny. Because of my financial situation, I had to forego a lot of things, and one of those things was not going to the Eat Your Kimchi event that was in New York. Lo and behold, the day that I didn't want to go to work, that was scheduled, but they scheduled me anyways, I was already going late for, I run into Leigh and Soozee. Leigh and Soozee from Eat Your Kimchi. These people are from Korea. That's the other side of the world. Most of the things they do are in Korea. Outside of that, maybe KCON in LA. Maybe on top in Canada because that's where Simon and Martina are from. But Leigh and Soozee were in front of me in New York City when I couldn't go to the event. It was amazing. They're YouTubers, but I get you're saying, oh, but it's not like Rihanna or something. It was like, it means something to me. And what made it more special was that they were so nice. They were jogging. They probably went shopping because they saw a Bergdorf bag, whatever. But they took the time to talk to me. They were probably tired. Leigh even mentioned they were sweaty and gross. I didn't care. All I saw was stars. They looked beautiful to me. They were amazing figure, by the way. And Leigh gave me a hug. Soozee was so nice. They had a little chat with me. I was doing the horrible tourist thing where I blocked traffic in New York City, and I didn't care. It was wonderful. If I could, I probably looked like a geek, and I did tweet them out. I'm gonna show you. I couldn't take a picture. My camera was broken. But when I got home a few days, like a day or like that day or the day after, because I worked late, I posted a tweet and Leigh responded and. So if I could say anything to the people I want to meet, obviously Chris EXO, a lot of K-pop people, Doctor Who people, or YouTubers, I'd say thank you. Your fans mean a lot to you. You take the time to talk to us. Leigh and Soozee in particular, even if it was a short time, and even though I was fangirling out talking to them and the way they talked to me as if I was a normal person, which I probably am to them, and logically I can say that, yeah, they're other people just like me, but how I feel doesn't accept that. Like, they're amazing people that I watch all the time and I emulate. So for them to talk to me in such a normal way and treat me so not crazy made me feel really special. For Leigh and Soozee, if you get to see this, thank you. With everything that's happening, it was really it meant a lot to me, and I'm not gonna cry. I'm sorry I didn't get to see the event. I hope you'll send my regards, and I hope I see you guys next time. Bye, everybody. Leigh, Soozee, you're awesome.